Hey YouTube, welcome back to a brand new Animal Crossing New Horizons video. Today we're doing something we haven't done in a while and looking at the spawning of items and whether or not we can control their spawns. It's a fun one, so without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. So as you may know if you've been following this channel for a while, we quite enjoy exploring New Horizons in a unique way and experimenting with the mechanics to see if we can discover any secret tricks or ways around certain in-game tasks. This often leads to finding out new tricks that may or may not be helpful while playing. Since the launch of New Horizons, the most notable thing we've discovered was probably how to stop the pesky tree branches spawning randomly on our islands, as well as things like stopping fossils spawning too. If you haven't seen that video yet, I'll leave the links below so you can check it out. Anyway, over the last few days I thought it'd be fun to test whether or not we can force message bottles to spawn. Now, message bottles are small items that are typically found randomly washed ashore the beach. They were first introduced in Animal Crossing back in the Wild World days and since then have become another way for players to receive letters and presents from a variety of characters in the game. Even Nintendo have been known to send out messages in bottles. Anyway, message bottles spawn on beaches in New Horizons and can be found every day on our main islands as well as randomly on the beaches of Mystery Island tours. Generally, the bottle will contain a lovely message from a faraway villager and a DIY recipe. If you've been playing for some time, the DIY is more often than not a duplicate, but even now as a player who's been playing since launch, I still receive new recipes every now and then. Now, like many other items in the game such as tree branches, stones, fossils and weeds, message bottles spawn in random locations, although they are limited to the east, south and west shorelines. Sadly, they won't spawn on your secret beach as far as I know. Anyway, with this in mind and after a few days of testing, I wanted to see if it was possible to force these message bottles to spawn, and more specifically, force them to spawn in specific locations and ideally in the same location every time. Not only could this benefit certain island aesthetics, for example if you had a pub or a bar by the beach, a message bottle appearing there every day would look pretty cool, but this could save players a lot of time searching for their bottles too if they knew where to look and it spawned in the same place every day. It could be right outside of your beach house if you wanted to. Anyway, it seems that it is entirely possible to make your message bottles spawn in the same place every day without fail. All you need to do is essentially block all the other potential spawn locations other than one, much like you would when creating a rock garden for example. Personally, I did this using shells because I quite like them, but you could use a combination of shells, star fragments, furniture, fruits, flowers, fish and any other items you can place on your beach. And just like that, by leaving one space open, your mystery bottle will spawn in the same location every day. Here you can see me collecting the message bottle in the same spot over the course of a few days. Now, around 180 shells were needed to do this, but you can collect them fairly easily over a few days as well as from Mystery Island tours. Furthermore, if you wanted to do this yourself, it's worth cleaning the beach and picking up all the new shells before you start, because sometimes shells that were spawned rather than dropped can disappear the next day. Now, as I mentioned, this was more of an experiment than anything else, but the concept may be useful for some players who want to stop the bottles spawning in particular locations or want to limit these spawns to a specific beach. Either way, it's pretty cool to see and hopefully may be useful to some players who have pretty busy islands or can't be bothered to spend time searching for bottles every day. But what do you think about this little trick? Is this something you would do, or do you enjoy searching for that daily mystery bottle? Be sure to let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Anyway, for now, that pretty much wraps up this video. If you're an Animal Crossing fan, don't forget to subscribe, as we're uploading a bunch of New Horizons news as and when it happens. Until then, I'd like to give a special thank you to this channel's Patreon supporters, as well as this channel's members. You guys absolutely rock and truly help me upload as regularly as I do. I couldn't do it without you. Don't forget to head over to our Discord server too, and of course, if you made it to the end of the video, please comment bottle just to let me know you did. That would be super awesome, and please be sure to include what other tips and tricks or secrets you've recently discovered or have been using. I'd love to know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it entertaining. Please be sure to leave a like if you did. Thanks for watching. I hope you have an amazing day, stay safe, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.